In Lesson 2 for Unit 2, we're going to discuss the creation of points in AutoCAD Civil 3D 2010. In Exercise 1, you learn how to import points from an external text file. In Exercise 2, you create description keys, which assign automatically a point style and a point label style to a point based on the description. In Exercise 3, you learn how to create points manually, and then in Exercise 4, we create point groups. So for Exercise 1, we import points from an external text file to a drawing. Here's the text file, and this is what the points look like in Prospector and then when they're in the drawing. And you create points using the Create Points toolbar. So let's have a look here. We have a number of points in this drawing already. I'm just going to go to the All Points point group and delete all of points. So we have no points in the drawing. And once we've cleared out all of the points, we can then explore some of the point creation routines. If you right-click on Points in Prospector, you get the Create command, which displays the Create Points toolbar, and there are a number of ways to create points here. The last button on the toolbar is to import points. Similarly, on the Create Ground Data panel, you can go to Points, and there's the Point Creation tools, which will display the toolbar, and then all of the commands on the toolbar are also available here, including the ability to import points from an external file. So let's go to Point Creation Tools and import points. The format is a PNEZD comma delimited file. Just so we can have a quick look at that file format, we're going to go to my working folder here for Create Ground Data, and then under the Data folder, Creating Points, we have a topo file here, which is a text file, and there's the point number, northing, easting, elevation, description, comma delimited. And we can now go access that file, and we'll go back to C drive and into the working folder, and we'll just bring in topo points. We can add those to a point group if we like right now. Click OK, and those points are now inserted to the drawing, and these are now listed in Prospector in the item view area. You can sort by the point number, you can sort by any column header, sort by the raw description column header, and you can even zoom to a point. So if I want to go to this point number 70, I can right click and zoom to point 70, and it takes me right to that point. Reason why we cannot see the point numbers because of the style. So if I was to grip this point, right click and edit points, if we scroll over, you'll see that the point label style is showing elevation and description. We can change that to show point number, elevation, and description. And there's the point 70. Okay. So there are the points in the drawing. If you go back to the PowerPoint, you can also create description keys. And the description keys are essentially lookup tables that will assign an alternate point description, assign point styles and point label styles, and assign points to a layer, and they will also scale and rotate points. So that's why some points have different symbols and descriptions, and this one's showing just the elevation, these are showing just the description, this one's showing just the symbol, this one is showing a cross with the elevation and the description. And description keys are found under the Settings tab of the Tools space by expanding Point and Point Styles, and point and then description key sets. And here's one called City of Vancouver. You can either view it in the item view area or right click and select Edit Keys to display the description keys in the panorama window. And here you have the field code or the code in the file, the assignment of the point style, assignment of the label style, the assignment of an alternate description, then optionally the assignment of the point to a layer. So you can see for catch basin, the style is storm catch basin, and the point style, the label style, is description only, and the format is catch basin. So this would be the alternate or the full description. So you can create a new description key by right-clicking and select New from the menu, or you can create a new description key set, which is a collection of description keys, by right-clicking and clicking New here to create a new description key set, and then make a new key in that description key set. Okay. And here are some more information on description keys. Of importance is that they are stored in the drawing template file, and the processing for the description keys. So you create the point, and then it checks the raw description, and if it matches the description, it assigns the point style, the label styles, and the layer. Otherwise, if it doesn't find it, it assigns the default point style, default label style, and the default layer. Exercise 3 discusses the manual creation of points. So let's create a catch basin that was forgotten on this intersection location. So we can create a point manually by going to the Points menu under the Create Ground Data panel and using the Create Point Manual command. Or under the Point Creation Tools, we have the same command available here. Specify a location for the point. I'll do a midpoint OSNAP MID, and we'll pick a location here. And the description will be CB, and the elevation, I'll just put in any elevation for now. And you'll notice that the catch basin symbol came in. That's the actual point object, and it actually came in, and then you can use the grip here to rotate that catch basin symbol. So that was the description key set that assigned the full description of catch basin to that point and inserted that symbol or used that point style. Point groups are used to organize points into logical packages. You typically want to make point groups for your major features: sanitary, sewer, sidewalks, water main, that sort of thing. And if we go to Prospector, you have all the point groups here. Now these point groups are out of date just because we deleted and added points, so you need to right-click and update these point groups. So for example, existing survey features contains the lead plugs and the monuments, and if we were to right-click on that and select Properties, we're using an inclusion criteria for lead plug and any description beginning with MON. Now I can click the Point List tab, and you can see the results of that query. So we can make a new description for existing edge of pavements. I'll make a new point group, and let's call this existing EP. And under raw description matching, we can choose this, the EP star. This is actually your description key list, which when you choose that, it will develop a inclusion criteria of EP star, so any description beginning with EP. Notice that you can also use an exclusion criteria. We'll look at that in a moment. And under the Point List tab, you can see we've grabbed all the EPRs and the EPLs, and that is now my existing EP point group. If we were to create a point group for surface modeling, we could right-click and select New, and call this one Existing Surface. And here we may choose to use an exclusion criteria to exclude things like manholes or valves. So what I normally like to do is do an include here, include all points, click the Point List tab, sort by raw description, get an idea of what my descriptions are, and then I can see that, well, we have some fire hydrants, FH star right here, and we have some other monuments perhaps that we want to exclude, and lead plugs. So I'll go back to the Include tab, turn off Include All Points, and then go to the Exclude tab with raw description matching FH star, MON star, and then LP star, and the star is just the asterisk, is just a wildcard. So now my point list excludes all of those points that don't represent the lay of the land. And there we go. So now we have a point group for existing surface modeling that uses an exclusion criteria. And that concludes the 4 lessons in Unit 2 that addresses the creation of points.